A NASA spacecraft zipped past a comet on a Valentine's Day rendezvous that scientists hope will shed light on the icy fragment. Traveling more than 38,000 kilometers an hour, the spacecraft zoomed by Comet Tempel 1 on Monday night. It snapped 6 dozen high-resolution pictures along the way. At its nearest approach, it passed within 180 kilometers of the potato-shaped comet, closer than the original prediction. To talk about this comet and also the possibility of a giant planet lurking in the outer reaches of the solar system, I'm joined from Montreal by Andrew Fazekas. He is the National Astronomy Correspondent for the Weather Network, and he has a website, thenightskyguy.com. Thanks very much. Good to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Hi, Marcia.
So let's begin by talking about the comet. What does it really mean, and what do you think when you see those pictures?
Well, it's really amazing that we have this technology. You got to remember, this is a office desk-sized spacecraft zooming really up close, having traveled for over 6 years to reach this comet. And here we are, only 180 odd kilometers from its surface. That's by the way, it's 6 kilometers large, this monster-sized comet. And they're traveling at 36,000 kilometers per hour. So it's a really breathtaking whole venture. And to be able to get a ring-sized seat next to this, to all these wonderful pictures, it's amazing.
What does a comet do? What is a comet?
Well, the simplest way to define a comet, Marcia, is that it's basically a big dirty snowball. I think a lot of Canadians could really relate to it. You know, this time of the year, all you'd have to do is go to the end of your driveway, look at the slush that's at there, pack it together, and that's basically what a comet is. It's got a lot of dirt. It's got also a lot of gases trapped inside this ice. It's just this big, giant ice, mountain-sized ice ball. And when it comes close to the sun, close enough, it starts heating up. And then a lot of the gases that are inside the comet get released and dust flies off, and it forms that really romantic tail that the comets, that you think of when you think of comets. It has those beautiful tails as it goes around the sun. And so that's what's happening to Tempel 1. It's getting closer to the sun. It's got a lot of activity. It's probably one of the most hostile environments that we know of in the entire solar system.
Now, I want to talk to you about Tyche. We have a picture of this much debated planet. Astronomers still trying to determine whether or not it could be the 9th planet, the 9th because Pluto was demoted a few years ago. Wherein lies the dispute over Tyche?
Well, you know, it is a big dispute because the idea is we haven't actually seen this planet. We think that some astronomers think that there might be one there. I think there's a lot of romanticism attached to this idea of having this giant planet 4 times the size of Jupiter, you know, something like 15,000 times farther away from the sun than the Earth. And I think this romanticism has a lot to do with the ideas that we got poor old Pluto demoted a few years back. We're left with 8 planets, and hey, maybe we can actually get our 9th planet back into the system. But you know, really, it's going to take probably up to 2 years to really determine if there is something there. It's just really hard to see something so far away from the sun. And only now we have our technology. We have a telescope called the WISE Space Telescope from NASA that's going to be able to maybe detect this giant planet on the outskirts of the solar system.
Interesting things happening in space. Andrew Fazekas, thanks very much for being with us tonight.
You're welcome.